So the Litas is a women's motorcycle collective. It is actually a global collective, and we were lucky enough to be able to start a branch here this last spring here in Fargo. It's an experience that I'm very grateful that I have in my life, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Jiu-Jitsu has given me the confidence to face challenges head on, and I don't think that if I hadn't had Jiu-Jitsu in my life that maybe I wouldn't have had the confidence to be in a position like that and really think, hey, I can be a part of starting this awesome group of ladies that ride motorcycles. When I was initially asked to be one of the co-founders of this group, when my friend and I were talking, I at first had a lot of thoughts go through my head about it, like, oh, I don't know if this is something I can do. And I really do think that Jiu-Jitsu played a big part in that, because it is a lot like on the mats when you're out there riding as a group, you know? It's about community, it's about trust, and I learned that the best from being here in Jiu-Jitsu. Even now to this day, a year and a half in, I still come in on the mats and learn something different every day, something new. And I still get my butt kicked every single day as well too. The biggest thing that has taught me is to just keep showing up, because the interesting thing about that is that anytime I learn a new move, a new technique or something like that, and how to apply it in a situation, I immediately learn a counter for that move I had just learned. And it's like, oh man, now I gotta learn how to overcome that counter. It gives me a good motivation to just keep learning when I look back on when I get in my head about my own training sometimes and thinking, oh, I'm not doing as well as I think I could, or I could be doing better. I kind of like to look back at my level, my skill level when I first came into Jiu-Jitsu and where I am now and the amount of improvements that I've made, and try to be more proud of myself and give myself credit, and also understand that there's a lot more to learn. That's the thing that I do love about Jiu-Jitsu most, is there's always so much to learn. And this is just the beginning for me. Being a year and a half in, I've just scratched the surface of the amount of knowledge I can learn within Jiu-Jitsu, and that alone gets me excited and ready to come back on the mats every single day. So, and I apply that a lot into my everyday life as well, that as soon as you get hit with one thing and you overcome it, just to keep pushing through and you learn how to overcome the next. So martial arts has actually been a lifelong passion for me. I started training Taekwondo when I was 8 years old. That was my introduction into the world of martial arts, and I absolutely fell in love. It's taught me so many great things as far as self-discipline, respect, integrity, kindness to others, and just to be a driven person. One day, I just was looking at Jiu-Jitsu and realized that I don't have any sort of ground fighting game. If a fight were to ever end up on the ground, I'd have no way to defend myself. And the biggest thing that made me nervous about stepping on the mats for Jiu-Jitsu is that I'm 120 pounds on a good day. You know, I was so worried that I was just gonna get crushed, but that's not at all what happened. If anything, I'm starting to learn within my training that Jiu-Jitsu allows me as a smaller person with strategy, technique, and leverage to overcome an opponent and to keep yourself safe in a self-defense situation. And I was lucky enough in my Taekwondo career to be at a point where I'd actually taught, and I'm hoping that someday, many years down the line, that I'll be able to teach with Jiu-Jitsu as well. There's a lot of people in the gym here at FargoBJJ that I would consider to be like my Jiu-Jitsu role models, like Coach Monica. She is what I hope to be in a teacher someday. She's able to help anybody when they come through the door, be able to help them feel comfortable, and she teaches in such a clear way that anybody walking into the door, experience or not, prior experience or not, can step out of the class having learned something for Jiu-Jitsu and something that they can use in a self-defense situation. And then there's Professor Sarah, who is roughly about my size, and it's really cool to see a female black belt who is roughly my size have so much technique and so much knowledge to share with everyone else in the academy. The thing is that we've all been there. We've all been the new person on the mats, and we all get what it's like to step on for the first time. Whether you have experience or not, allow your mind to just be blown. It's a lot to learn, and it is really a lot of fun. And the best part is once you do keep showing up, you're consistent, and you put forth that effort to start learning the art, when things start to really click, that's where it gets really, really fun. That's where you can really start to challenge yourself on the mats every day and really start to learn. I guess I just really want to be that positive energy for somebody that makes them want to come back, knows that they have a comfortable and safe place to train and to learn how to defend themselves and really get to love and grow their passion for jiu-jitsu in the way that I have.